everyone.
I'm Dean.
I'm Andrew.
Individually, we're each definitely better at this shit than either of the fucks who have been called Detective Prince, and collectively, we're probably better than Crazy Steve and Dick Grayson age 12. This is L.A. Noire.
Everyone's better than Dick Grayson age 12. He turns into the fucking Joker!
Fucking Steve, Frank Miller.
I do not
Steve
like
Miller's
that.
good.
Steve
Miller's
awesome.
a musician.
Let's start a new game. Do you want to skip the tutorial case? It's been too fucking long? No!
So, anyone ever noticed that film noir is full of white jazz?
It really is. And that's not racist. No, that's actually what it's called.
Actually what it's called. Because back in the 20s, you had jazz that was made by...
verge of greatness. A new type of city
by the African American
but
community, which is what is traditionally considered normal jazz, full of soul and everything. And then you had what was called white jazz, which was very much by the numbers, formal music composition of hoity-toity people trying to make jazz. And as a result, the music academia has given to calling them white jazz and black jazz.
No, this is 1940s on this brick.
Ah, so we're in the territory of Dreamland.
Yeah.
The city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet.
That's actually a common myth. They actually did use real horses for those old westerns.
A city of pioneers.
Hey, they paid for the Hollywood sign. They didn't pull a BoJack.
What do you mean?
In BoJack, they got rid of the letter D on Hollywood just so they didn't have to pay the rights to the owners of the sign to use it.
Also because it made an entertaining joke.
Oh god, yes.
Hollywood!
A city of undercurrents.
The 20th Rod, you meant
Not
music?
everything
Okay.
is as it seems.
The 20s were also odd because
Century City
we had
a model for the world.
weird-ass cartoons come to be.
Yeah. Despite what the history books tell you, it was not
City
good.
that has no boundaries.
Really pioneered a lot of art
It will
styles.
stretch as far as the eye can see.
They did, but they didn't.
They did. They
And that's not what we're here to
popularized
get into
it. No,
today.
let's not get into cartoons. Jesus. That's a long topic, full of controversy.
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command.
Reflection.
Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for, that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective and ambulance.
You sound like you're in a sound booth there,
Industrial
bud.
Street. Unit 16 William requests uniform assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
How drive, what do? Okay.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist. From the beam of sunshine himself.
What's awesome in this, like other Rockstar games, you can go up to any vehicle
You're gonna
you want
wreck the
and
car.
take it, but you actually commandeer it as a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Well, looks like this is my job.
This is a fist hump. Just going through the motions.
Probably right. Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. Two heads are always better than one.
This game has a feature where you can
Look at
just
this
skip
junk.
the driving segments, and a lot of people use that to criticize. It's a game where you can skip the gameplay,
But it's not the
but
main
it's
feature.
not
of
the
the
main
gameplay.
feature of the gameplay.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Well, that's a blood splatter and a half.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
Wipes finger across
Shooter put him up against
Across
the wall
the
and blew his
space.
brains out.
raspberry.
Hell of a way to go.
Only one man would give me the
No matter how
raspberry.
you go.
Lone
Get all
Star.
deep on me, Phelps.
Okay, so let's see. Yes, we can go into options now. Good. Music down. Effects. Dialogue up. We're good.
We want effects and dialogue up, and we want to make sure subtitles are turned on. Because we're probably going to talk over some dialogue that people will want to read.
And saving.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
I'm investigating.
Hold your horses, bitch.
I'm busy.
I tell you, I'm jinxed.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Well, time to start scaling walls.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I should market that.
I don't remember how to
The
sprint.
gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up.
Well, here you have it, folks. Spider-Man was not created by Stan Lee, but by some 1940s detective.
It's Cole Phelps.
Building looks vacant. I don't want to wait around all night for the super to let us in. Is there a way up from the outside?
It's what I'm investigating.
Looking for a fire escape.
Well, my
What kind of chumps do these
investigation seems to be
homicide guys
leading
think
me
we are?
nowhere. Because this game is ridiculously dark.
Turning up the brightness?
I don't think I can.
Shit.
Oh, I can. Yeah, it's a little more gray, but fuck it, I can see. Huh, this looks important.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, it's a cigarette. I know, climb the pipe. I didn't do it.
Didn't break the thing.
Yeah, the pipes. Ah, here it is. Moida weapon.
Found it yet?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. 2 rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here.
Spider-Man don't
Interesting
need no
guy.
fire escape. What am I doing? Yeah, well, might as well just leave the gun here. No, he
You
takes
should
it.
follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
Fine, I'll open the notebook. Why you gotta be a dick? Why are you making it so I gotta do all the climbing
You
and
have
the
the
working?
gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Well, alright then. I know, open the notebook.
The game wants us to go through the motions.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging.
If fuck up, you do what I tell you to
Such
do,
a
I'm gonna
little
crack
Boy
your
Scout.
fucking skull.
You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks and help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Don't mind me, I'm just looking the roundses.
Wake up, Cole.
I'm walking.
Shut your hole.
Ah, a bottle. It was a drunken skirmish. We know what caused it, Cole, but do we?
Wake up, Cole.
The mind is the final frontier, eh?
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again.
But my professional
Combination
opinion.
of therapy and drug treatment.
You're screwed.
Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheldon.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that, honest break. There was some form of, like, coroners and
Wake up,
frickin' people went there to study the crime scene and shit, to figure shit out. There was some complicated science back then, but yes, there was no DNA sampling and shit.
Yeah. It was the 40s.
Eh, the 1940s. Where no one did shit. The doctor did it. You mean the guy in the newspaper? Yes. Cole, you sure you're okay? Shut up.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And the reason we choose to do this is because it also fast travels.
Yep.
No, the butler did it. You didn't have a butler.
It was that guy. That guy right there.
That's your reflection, Cole.
No, that guy on the street corner over there. There's no one there, Cole.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
What do we see
Model
in the
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the L.A.P.D.
Now get the fuck out of my store.
What'd you say? You gonna give me protection money, or maybe we breaks your kneecaps.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
I feel like that's a reference lost to time.
Yeah.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
No one ever saw his patrolman, that patrolman after that night. That was the last he was ever seen. Well, we found his apartment.
It is pretty much true, though. The majority of crimes are done on impulse, not on actual extensive planning.
There's the jog button.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
How conveniences. His fucking nameplate was a different color than everyone else's.
Man must like to feel special.
There's the Doyces.
I don't know why we're just putting on our shitty mobster voice from
Officer Cole Phelps,
a
this is
Persona
Officer Dunn,
playthrough.
Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Okay.
That was okay.
He tried to deck you?
Now I'm guessing him. Beating the shit out of this guy.
Now, Ralph, when they ask yous, he swung first. But he did, Cole. Exactly.
Oh, the fucking knee!
Ralph.
Cole, that was a little
right?
unnecessary.
I'm fine. I hardly
Talk
felt
about
it.
you get one too.
He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Where'd
Keep
my
an eye out,
hats
Ralph.
go?
I'm gonna take a look around.
Ah, there's our answer. He was drunk, he was.
I doubt it.
I think I'm gonna take a drink from his bottles.
Isn't that crime scene tampering? Then,
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
yeah. Ooh, a comic. Mystic
Doesn't tell me
Tales.
anything.
feel like that's probably supposed to be like Dr. Fate or something.
Yeah, I feel like it. Another bottle. This guy
Actually-
really fucking drank a lot.
Actually, Mystic Tales. Isn't that a fucking Fox comic?
I think it might have been.
The King of Comics!
He's still screaming about that, isn't he, Cole? To this very day. Who leaves an apple on the ground? Got my hat. Ah, a book.
Don't you know leaving apples out draws out crazy drunk wolf gods? Are you on something, Cole? Nothing you need concern yourselves
Names in a
with.
series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
That's not where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247. Requesting.
Oh god, a flashback. They don't have DNA testing. For all they know, he drank all of it. Cole, you shouldn't be drinking while on duty. Smashes the bottle over his head. It's okay, they don't got DNA testing. They can't tell I did it yet. But I can. Pulls up a gun.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Excuse
Some
me,
of us are
fuck
here
you.
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso. Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Schlong and Hornet's Nest. That's a new one.
It also sounds very uncomfortable.
Armed and dangerous.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope, or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan. 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam on lead.
Yes, this is a couple blocks.
You gonna leave a street light intact on this block?
Take it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move
Did
it.
you just break a pole?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Go! I'll hold them! Weapons on the ground! Now! Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow.
I also like Phelps'
Backup
death
will be
wail.
here soon.
Ah!
L.A.P.D, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you
Not
a chance to...
chance, copper.
Stay down.
This is your shooting tutorial.
Yep.
Your move, sir. Stay in cover.
Come get me.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
Plants a knife on him.
Lieutenant
Why'd you do that?
Hoffman
They're
says
already
anytime
shooting
you
at
reach
us.
for the
They
shotgun,
can't
you're
prove
either
dead.
gonna end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
You'll never take me alive, coppers. That's the plans.
This kind of opportunity
Gotcha.
comes along once in a lifetime, Hank.
Walks up, puts handcuffs on the already dead
You have
corpse.
to survive at first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Well, shit. Now. Loading.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! L.A.P.D! You can go screw yourselves.
Watch it!
I'm gonna get
You can't escape the long arm of the law.
Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn! Watch your fire!
Don't want to do this,
Get
Wendell.
back here, motherfucker.
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Wendell?
Stay the hell away from me.
If your name was Wendell, what would you go by?
I'd get a different name.
No way I'm going back inside.
I didn't see where he went. I found it.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Yeah, I'm coming.
It's over, Bowers!
Oh, that's quite the leap. Yeah, fuck my shins. Yeah.
My shins are fine.
I got glitched, okay.
What just happened?
I got stuck on a board.
Wendell Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
Yeah, if my name were Wendell Bowers, I would just go by Bowers.
Why, you!
I would just insist everyone uses my last name. And
Seriously.
avoid telling people my first name at all costs.
I'm coming for you.
Bowers! Hold it right there! Stop now or I will shoot!
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, son! Watch your fire!
You don't want to do this, Wendell. Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
Stay the hell away from me!
Ow!
You gotta be kidding!
You fucking asked for it. There's no way I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
Did you? I didn't see where
You
you went.
assholes already screwed me once.
Ah, there it is.
It's over, Bowers!
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
We're
Give
get
it
you.
up, Bowers! There's nowhere left to go!
Fucking clothesline.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Now he's gonna get it.
Just beat the shit out of him.
You doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
I was in the war.
I was a Marine.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Yeah, that's smart. Join the army and not do what you're told.
Mm-hmm.
If this were just a few years earlier, you'd be shot in the fucking head.
Well, no. Not in the U.S. military.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Let's see. Yeah. Come on, dance with me. Dance! Dance!
Dance, water, dance?
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Yeah, just gonna put that right back in your pocket.
So who was our body?
See Galetta or something?
I mean, how is our body laid out here?
Well, he's laid down on his back now, so we can investigate him. Even though I'm pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to do. I'll just gingerly step over him. Checking this trash can.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
It's not any of your business.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here. All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Yeah, he just died.
Yes, there's a corpse on the ground. Fuck off.
No, I don't want to investigate the body right now. Let's see, if I remember, there are some shell casings nearby. Yep.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Who done it? His wife.
His wife. In the dining room. With a candlestick. Cole, we're not playing Clue. There's bullet shells everywhere.
Better take a statement.
Switch out candlestick with bullet shells. We're on the street. Switch out dining room with street.
Well, we got
The man was single. Switch out wife with passerbys. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? Not a clue.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Alright.
I'm sorry, what the fuck was her name?
Clovis Gayette.
Who names their child Clovis?
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Let's see. Interesting thing is you get 3 choices. You could believe them with X, you can doubt them with square, or you can press triangle and accuse them of lying. She's lying.
She is lying.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
The fact that you're saying, how can you prove different?
God damn it, Snibbly.
What?
She done it!
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk. nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
How many shells did we find?
We found a few.
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
She did not make eye contact during all of that.
I don't trust that.
But we don't have anything to disprove that.
No, so...
It's alright telling us to just press square anyway.
Why'd you be angry, Miss Galetta? Is that what you want?
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
That took an unexpectedly racist turn.
Seriously.
It was the 40s.
How many shots did you hear,
But
Miss Galetta?
this game was allowed,
To
but
remember.
Mafia 3 gets given shit?
It sounded like there were
Yeah.
so many. And they were so loud.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that statement.
No.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang. And then another. And then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Cole Phelps done it! It's heavy rain
Thank you
all
for your
over
help, man.
again!
Been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
It's good. Now meet me in the back of the police car in about 5 minutes. What? You don't want to be accused of murder, do you?
Murder. The girl saw it all.
Yeah, we decided we're
Killer
gonna
works at
make him a
jewelry
complete
store
dirtbag.
called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks
Deal
from
with
here.
it.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
You already said that. No.
You're behind the wheel.
Let's go to the gun store.
I don't trust that bitch.
Nor do Isis.
Also, her parents must have hated her.
Oh god, with that name. Eaglesons.
Officers, what can I do you for?
What can I
Officer
do you
Phelps and
for?
Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. And he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break.
Yeah, I thought
And
it
he
was
worked
quite
at Hartfield
suspicious, but I
Jewelry
didn't
Store
worry about it.
on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
I figured he was using it for security purposes.
You know the way.
You can drive.
Get the fuck in the car. Ah, shut it. Now, what we got going on in here is...
Officer, can I interest you in a new WAP?
Officer Cole Phelps. Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Subtle
Son of a
dickhead.
bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Kalu, get back here!
Does the chicken come with fried tomatoes?
If he didn't run, he could have probably bluffed his way out. It would have been his word against hers.
Yeah, it's true.
Until we got other witnesses.
Too late, Kalu!
You recommend a special? Like the war all over again.
It's funny. This game like hyped itself up as having the greatest facial technology
Don't make it worse, Kalu!
period in gaming.
Man alive to make that shot.
I feel like it hasn't aged well.
It really hasn't. Get the fuck back here. I'm on your ass.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who knocked down malefactor.
Oh, yeah, it'll be your Irish cop for today.
Then tell me, Boyle. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
Sir, people don't talk like that.
You've only
They
been
don't
with us a
now,
short
do
time,
they?
and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm
Do the
curious as to whether
Japanese
you can
really
turn your hand to interrogation.
heathens?
I don't think the
Takes a
Japanese
certain
count as
animal
heathens.
cunning, lad.
I mean, a lot of them are
Do you think you
Catholic.
might be ready for that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man.
Or Buddhist. Or
You need
Shinto.
many things
Well,
for a
those
conviction,
would be
Phelps.
considered heathens.
Motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance.
Comes out covered in blood. I got you, confession.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, that's a lie.
How can you tell?
Because we have him positive ID'd.
Yep.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Yes, we can.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Ooh.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gonna doubt that.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
We didn't get a confession.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps.
No, but we proved beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Working my way up the ladder. Bigger paychecks, more bitches.
Time to get a suit.
A better one.
A nice suit. I thought I told you to go buy suits. I did. How much did you spend? $500. How many suits did you get with that? 10. It was a great deal. Ugh, you're an idiot.
I own 1 suit, and that thing's like $1,000.
I owned 1, and it was like a $200 suit.
Gas chamber? Are we a Nazi cop? Evade the baddies? It's a matter of perspective.
Did we even did like America even use the gas chamber in?
No.
Wasn't it the chair by this point in history?
It was either
the hot sheet is posted here next to the map.
It sure as hell weren't injection yet.
No.
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Intense. The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps. Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping.
Do we have a guide? We do, but we haven't used it yet.
Yeah, we have it for the express purpose of if we royally fuck up, we can get back to where we were quickly.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Which case
Now
do
some
we
housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Yeah, goddammit.
Quiet,
Phelps is one of only 2 serving L.A.P.D. officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole,
That is
Stefan
actually
Bukowski.
very true.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Suspicious vehicle, signs of foul play. If the vehicle is charred, we're dealing with the hells.
Ooh, that's a reference.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this test. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
No, you'll drive.
You're behind the wheel.
You know where you're going. Drive.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now?
Unless they had another method that's less known
together.
at the
Don't
time.
Be so touchy.
It was most likely just
Grew up
the
in
chair.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
Father
guillotine was
a
out by this point.
Went to college
Hanging,
at Stanford.
public hanging
Did 2
was
years
not
ROTC
really a thing.
Before Reno CS.
No, that
Can't
stopped
believe
being a thing in the
Took down
early
45,
1800s.
First lieutenant, taught me Okinawa. Wounded, shipped back home. A year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of L.A. safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. Oh, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots. Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job. No one is saying you didn't. I did
BLA.
6 years as a patrolman. That's the third time you've told me.
I don't know, just random fucking billboard we drove by.
BLA, the bitches of Los Angeles?
Here we go.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Ah. So we're getting into more racism.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I think we can actually change our the way our suit looks now.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Let's see.
We will not be content until we can make ourselves look like Capone.
Locations, clues, people. Is it in the start menu? I know you... Ah, yep. Outfits. It's right here. We can wear a blue suit, a golden boy. Get yourself 2 suits and get them pressed. Is what this one is titled. It's just a beige suit. Ah, the Sunset Strip. Best worn while rubbing shoulders with the stars. It's got like the lighter shoulders than the rest of the suit.
Mm.
And the other one's just a blue suit.
So, part of me is torn between the Sunset Strip and the ripping off Stan Smith with the blue suit.
Yeah, it has to be the Sunset Strip with our character.
Yeah.
Going to investigate. Don't mind me, I'm just jogging in.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped the full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long.
He's the restless type.
Adrian Black. Is he an ancestor to Conrad?
Or Alistair? Going with the NXT references. Can't get this shit anywhere else.
Well, I went with the legitimate criminal.
I know.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Though Alistair Black is actually a great wrestler.
He has a badass fucking entrance theme. Seriously, look it up. It's fucking cool.
Optimistic.
Tire iron. I can use this. Oh God! Oh Jesus!
What?
This thing is painted in blood. What is he doing over there? Singing a song that don't yet exist.
You see, I'm from the futchas.
Oh, fuck. So we found a really bloody pipe. So either this game goes over the top with blood, or there's something ain't right here.
Something ain't right here. Last time I checked, this was not Kill Bill. Mostly because there was not blood in a 100-foot radius around the last body we found.
Fair enough.
Kill Bill is ridiculous.
Yet kind of great.
The first one more so than the second one. Because the first one you see a decapitation and then like a 5-foot tall spray of pressurized shot of blood.
Kill Bill. Fucking love it. A wallet.
"32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?"
Can we go talk to the dude?
And
happier times, I guess.
Photo of him and his wife.
So we got a bloody pipe.
A wallet.
A wallet.
Glasses.
Anything on the glasses?
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Hard steel glasses.
Are they not broken?
No, they look fine.
So
but the thing is, there's a pair of glasses here undamaged, a wallet, a bloody pipe, and no body.
Yeah. So the glasses were not on if this guy were brained.
Which case is this? I don't remember the name of it.
It's the second one, whatever it is.
Well, it's the first traffic one.
Yeah.
I guess let's go talk to that, what's his fuck?
To the witness?
Yes. You, witness.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Did he seem to be...
No, that was just the intro. Let's see, purpose at scene.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
I mean, I wanted to play me some Zelda. Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Sibley, I don't think he done it.
all day till you boys turned up.
Alright, so he told the truth. Does he know about Adrian Black?
Do you know
what he just said? I
Adrian
doubt.
Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
I very much believe him.
Yeah, it does not sound like a lie.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
All right. Pipe found.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. You know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
And I don't have reason to doubt that.
No, neither do I.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Yes, I am after that.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
You see, this game is investigation chunks done well.
Oh, it really is.
Much better than the Batman games for this chunk, for the investigation portion. The Arkham games, I'd say the investigation portions are their weakest aspect.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. So, where do you want to go?
What are our options?
The victim's home.
Only the one.
Well, that guy's off the hooks. I'll get him next time. You didn't do anything, Cole. It says you. And him. And everyone else who was there. I don't think I likes you.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
L.A.P.D, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
I don't trust her.
Drives a blue Lincoln,
I don't
Mrs.
trust
Black.
as far as I can throw her.
That's
I could
correct.
throw her pretty far. I was in the
The car has
war.
been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come
Being
home.
in war does not make
We
you a
believe your
superhero.
husband may
That,
be injured.
Not that war.
With blood on it.
Oh
The
no!
secret wars.
My poor Adrian.
You see,
Does the name
I got
Institute
another
mean
name.
anything to you, ma'am?
It's Booster Gold!
It does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, I'ma look
Let's check
around
the
your
place
house.
out. Come on.
Given
Have
the
a good
amount
look
of
around.
blood splatter,
Might
I
be
think his
something here
safety is beyond our concern.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's.
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions.
What are we seeing here?
It's blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head.
Fontaine's
my skull,
office.
It feels like it's in a vice.
I want to give you something to calm your nerves.
This wars in space, in the stars, you know. You know, I think I should trademark that.
I'll get that young up-and-comer. He'll be born in a couple years.
Journey back.
George
To
Lucas.
remember the good things about your past.
I request a new partner. Why? This one's fucking nuts. Well, that worked. I had another vision.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Matchbox, and do you feel like that's noteworthy? Okay. Yeah, well, time to trample her guidance to get to the heater.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
No use leaving what half finished?
The heater, it's just there. Yes, because that would stay up without tightening it. Oh my god! There's a piece missing.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Very suspicious. How do you know who will be born in the future? I'm psychics.
I told yous. I'm from 500 years from now.
Our headcanon gets weird.
It didn't get this weird until I brought up Booster Gold.
Yep. Ah. 2 clues. Ah.
No good to me.
Detergent. Ah, the real murder weapon. The iron.
Probably nothing.
What is it doing in the house?
An iron could be a legitimate mass murder weapon.
Oh god, yes.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago. I wonder if someone in the house bought this unit, knowing how they would use the parts.
$82 back then was a fucking lot.
Yeah.
I'm checking your bedroom.
Considering back then a comic was like 5 cents. If that.
Maybe Adrian was a patron.
Kavanaugh
and I should have an address.
Interesting. Hey, a glasses case.
This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
A picture.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Signed by someone named Nicole. Is that his wife's name?
No. No, that is not the name she gave us.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
from L.A. to Seattle. That's quite the trip.
Huh. Especially.
That's from the bottom of the West Coast to the top of it in the States.
Yeah, but that's not super far.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
And LA is not quite the bottom of the West Coast.
It's pretty low. Yeah, I think we found everything.
I'm all right now, detectives.
Yeah, case.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Truth.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
It was a drunken brawl!
Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
We got nothing. We got nothing on her. We can't say that's a lie.
No.
And,
we can doubt her, though.
But I don't, is the thing. Like, we can doubt that she's there, yes, but we can't call her out on it, really.
No, we can't.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
Well, we got it right, so...
Yep.
Location of Adrian.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
I believe that.
Yeah.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Kavanaugh's Bar matchbook.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's Bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
What do you think?
Makes sense.
She kept eye contact. She didn't look away at any point. She didn't have any notable facial tics. She's not lying.
No, that sounds about right.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Glasses.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Okay, that's interesting.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Photograph signed
Tell
Nicole.
us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
I think you're lying.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it.
You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Well, here's the thing. There's a concealed message.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
That's all. Yay, we leveled.
Yeah.
Grab the phone. R and I could run down an address for Kavanaugh's in no time.
What the fuck does leveling do for us?
It'll eventually get us like more suits and shit. Yeah, fine, I'll go over here. Telling me to telling me to head this way for some reason. Eh, shut it. Hey, police box.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Cole, you alright?
Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt.
That'll be in about 20 years, it will.
Thanks, man.
Probably closer to 15 at this point, because we know it's post-war.
That's true, that's true.
1963. The second episode will actually have to be re-aired because of the JFK assassination.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus line.
I'm sorry, what now?
Can you drive to this one?
Forget I said it.
Forget I said anything.
Where to?
To the bar!
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
We know the last person to see him was Frank.
Also, yes, we both have played this game before. I've actually 100% this before.
Hey, I know you.
I've
No, you don't.
briefly skimmed through this game when it came out.
Looking for someone?
Yeah.
You know Frank Morgan? Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back. Frank Morgan?
You know what's an interesting fact about
Cole Phelps,
him ordering a live
L.A.P.D.
pig?
I understand you're a friend.
You know
of
pigs will
Adrian
eat
Black.
anything,
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Are you aware that he's
including a
missing?
body whole.
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Link to the vehicle.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I don't.
No.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
Okay.
Did we say rail yard?
We didn't. First of all, that is just, we got a receipt for a live hog here with your name on it.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's falling for some dame in Seattle. Wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
So they just fucking bludgeoned the shit out of a pig and poured its blood everywhere? Poor pig! You could have made bacon from that!
You know, they probably did make bacon from that.
It's probably a hell of a celebration.
Yeah. Somewhere last night, you could probably smell some bacon.
Location of Adrian Black.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Yeah, I doubt that.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
He hasn't actually done anything illegal.
Everything's fine.
Actually, he has.
What has he done?
I got
He
drinking to
actually
do.
helped set
You're
up
getting
this
nothing
thing.
more from me.
But this isn't illegal.
Yeah,
They slaughtered a pig in a car and left a car.
Waste of police resources. You're under arrest.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
Yeah, let's head over there. You know, get out of the passenger seat.
You should know, you drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Without proper blood testing, they would get away with that. With not knowing much difference between human and pig blood.
11K, go ahead.
Very true.
Yeah, also the fact that there's a...
Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE freight depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
So they did have some form of DNA testing back then.
Well, you can blood test, you just can't, you know, do the more advanced shit.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Alright.
And you can't exactly pin blood to a specific person.
No, you can't.
Apartment 2.
Why is it always apartment 2 with this game?
Because then they have to render fewer things, probably.
Well, it's a different building.
Help you, gentlemen?
L.A.P.D. detective.
Alright, then they have to record
You're
fewer
under
numbers. Of him going, apartment 2.
I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and hit him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Look at him go, he's fat.
This fat son bitch!
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
You know what's one of the most entertaining YouTube videos I've seen?
Stop right there, Adrian.
The best of Scott Steiner.
It's just
It's
a
over,
montage
Adrian.
of him
Of him yelling.
dumb shit.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say
those are
about
crimes,
wasting
yep.
police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Oh, you have no idea. Oh,
She
boy.
let me do all the shit.
We
That
talking
turned
about
out
the
to
Tennessee
be quite
log
some
jammer?
case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Yeah. 5-star case.
Nice.
Alright, moving on to our second
This game
major
is not super difficult.
No.
You have any plans for Weekend Liberty, Jack?
My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6.
Good for you, Jack. Are they cute?
They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty.
Feel this up.
Fuck yourself.
Good job, Kelso.
Well, that's about as much as you're getting before I can refill the pitcher.
That'll do.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty.
No, it isn't.
Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Do what you need to do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes.
Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Well, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Kelso's kind of a douche, isn't he?
Oh, he is quite the douche. A marriage made in heaven. Oh. Yes. Dude got hit by a car.
Oh, shit.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Coroner says it's going to be at least a week to get him out.
Thing was, he was a real nice guy. Felt lousy followed him. I swear, this town is more strict than ever.
Subtlety be damned. Exactly. Subtlety be damned. Thought you guys would be used to that from products we're tied to.
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talk.
Yeah, no, seriously, we're kind of the,
Find the goddamn evidence.
we are the ones who came up with the title of Writing Subtlety with Fire.
For an anime podcast. No.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So, what have we discovered
Looks
so far?
like the DA is going to press charges.
It was
And
it was hit
Rodriguez
and
might
run
do
at
time.
a diner.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
I know you were.
Hmm?
I know you're talking about the game. We don't exactly go for subtle games on this.
Well, we haven't so far.
Ray's Cafe.
What?
Detectives, over here.
What you want?
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
A hat.
We got ourselves a new hat.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Checking his pockets.
We can notify next of kin.
Neatly folded money. Okay, random.
Well, I do that.
California Fire Life.
Patterson has life insurance.
Life insurance, eh?
Who's the beneficiary?
Next of kin, sounds like. Got anything on your arms? No. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be handling a body like this, but whatever. That's a nice watch you got there.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Okay. Evidence markers everywhere. Oh, God!
What?
That's a long trail of blood.
Smack and slide! Looks at the trail of blood, looks at his partner. Yo, you want to slip and slide?
Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Cole, is there something seriously demented with you? Nah.
What we got here?
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Let's keep looking around, because I remember there being something a little annoying about this case. Yeah. A knife in a trash can in the alley.
Is it bloody?
Oh, yes.
A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
That was interesting. Chest wound, knife. Could be a prominent hood ornament, or could be a stabbing.
She's all yours, detective.
Maybe someone likes driving around with a steak knife on the hood of their car. Be a badass hood ornament. Sir, why do you have a steak knife on your car? Because then I always have my tools for steak. Do you really
Miss
like
Perry?
steak that much?
Yes?
Do you have a steak knife on your car?
I'm Detective Phelps.
Yes, sir.
This is my partner, Detective Bukowski.
Eyewitness report.
Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
I believe that.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Okay.
I got it. I killer was Matthews McConaughey's.
Did you see the license plate?
Who? In a couple
Only the
decades,
first
he'll be
three
making
letters on
tons
the
of commercials for Lincolns.
3C8.
You're still going on about that art being from the future thing, aren't you, Cole?
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman. That's all.
She grabbed her arm and started looking away for part of that. We can't exactly say she's lying, so...
We can doubt it.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
I think there's something else going on.
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons
She
have
had a very fake southern accent. It was kind of funny.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. What now?
Witness statements next. We know we've got the girl as an eyeball, but we should check the bar as well.
And I'll check the back rooms. That's where all the shady shit goes on.
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
What's why everyone comes here?
There's a hidden poker room in the back.
I'm Detective Phelps of the L.A.P.D.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Hit and run incident.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
I'm gonna doubt that.
Yeah.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
So he was having an argument with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
And the owner was taking Mrs. Patterson home.
I say he's telling the truth on that one.
Yeah.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave?
What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you gonna tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
This guy was strangely
They
helpful.
weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Ah. Dark.
Courtney, come in.
That just reminds
Have a
me
seat.
of the request in Persona 5 to deal with some guy who beats his girlfriend, and you get a stick out of it. And we just kept going with the joke of, "Don't you make me get my stick!"
Can I be honest?
Dark.
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem, then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be
So the doctor's a sleaze bag.
actually of benefit to society at large.
And we still don't exactly know how this ties in.
A discussion all too common amongst bros. Yo, we should buy a bar.
I would enjoy running a bar.
Oh, so would I.
Just have a shit ton of cocktails on the menu that are specifically off the Drunken Moogle.
Yeah.
Is somebody gonna tell us what the hell is going on?
Yeah, be shit it.
I don't think you're a fool. But what's my opinion against thousands of others?
I swear.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thank you.
Isn't that the same place Frank lived?
Looks like we caught a break on this.
Well, same part of town at least.
Most
I
likely.
know we've heard that street name before in this playthrough already.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
Let's see. Where do we go, Dean? Let's go to his place.
Yeah, to the.
Hey, next up, Mr. D.
Perps.
Marshall. Stand the fuck up. Stand up. Stand up. What? Shake my hand. Congratulations, you graduated. What? Post for the camera. There you go.
This is my diploma?
I'm assuming so. Congrats on Social Bank. I lied.
Yeah.
Deutsche Bank? Yeah.
Ah. That would be a bill.
I didn't even look at it, but it actually tells that your diploma's gonna come in.
I was gonna say, my diploma shouldn't have been mailed yet.
Yeah. Well, it could have. If you didn't sign up for the ceremony. There's gonna be a cutoff date for the ceremony. They'll probably ship it on that day.
It's true.
I never even looked at this fucking Deutsche Bank thing. I'll do it again when it comes in.
Yes? Hello? Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident.
Yeah, I got a routine already planned.
See. Come
And
in.
then I planned it within like 2 seconds of me seeing the envelope.
Can you tell me what happened?
What's to tell? He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
You don't appear to be too upset about the fact.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick it out this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here.
I beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Hit and run incident.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
Yeah, with that look, I doubt that.
Yeah.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
I don't believe that either. Because we know she was yelling at him.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk.
We were always arguing. So what?
Doubt, I guess.
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual.
That's a little fucked up.
Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
I think you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Okay. How about this insurance letter?
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo had an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Let's go talk to the guy who owns the car.
Yeah.
You can drive. And where exactly are we going? It's a lucky break getting the partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff?
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. Takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself.
Alright, we're at his place. $7:43 a.m. Grab this shit. Yeah, that's the car, alright.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Ah, I gotta drive for once.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
I'ma get you.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
High-speed chase. This time, actually kind of high speed.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
Ah! I was airborne. Almost lost some powers this thing. Where did he go? Ah, he got out.
Hold it right there, Shelton!
Ah, he got away. Let's get him.
That
This
coward thinks he
motherfucker
can
ain't
run
getting
from
away.
everything.
Yeah. Oh shit.
One of the few times in the game you actually have to drive.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
I made a wrong turn. My car
You
is
fucked
okay.
up.
God damn it! So much for our hit and run case.
Failed again?
Yep. Driving. It's not very smooth in this game.
No. Which you'd think it'd be somewhat passable considering, you know, this came out very shortly before GTA 5.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Yeah, but do you really expect them to, as a B team, actually develop a driving engine when there's probably one already made for GTA?
Really?
God damn it! So much for our hit and run case.
Nah. No, we're not skipping this.
Hmm?
You can skip action sequences if you fail enough. You will take a major hit against your ranking for the case, though.
Aha.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
How is it I always find the unbreakable poles?
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
I see him. I can control the sirens? Damn, this one turn.
I'm guessing the driving's pretty floaty?
Oh, yeah.
He's heading into the station. Go on, get after him.
Hold it right there, Shelton. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
Metal hates
That's
trees.
it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Ooh.
Thanks for your help. You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
The morgue. Let metal guide your path, dude.
There's a tree in my path.
Metal hates trees.
Crashes. We should probably get out.
Dude totally wrecked our car.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
We found a knife in the alleyway.
Where is it now? Was it bagged?
By Patrolman Kaplan.
Perfect. I'll get you a definite match.
Jesus, we got him. Murder 1. We were right there and they tried to stare us down. Now they'll both get the gas chamber. We have the knife, we have the coroner's report, and I bet we could roll Sabo as a witness.
Probably.
Bring her in.
Weird.
The chair might be a newer thing.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
To that bitch's house.
We gon' book her.
But why? Cause, yeah, she did the things.
She did the thing with the knives and the stabbings. The moida.
Spoken to the coroner, Mrs. Patterson. He confirmed your husband's cause of death. We'd like you to come downtown and answer some questions.
It wasn't me. It was Leroy's idea. Leroy stabbed him. I had nothing to do with it.
Where is Leroy now?
He's in the bedroom.
You're very good, Lorna.
Put the gun down, Leroy. If you do something stupid now, you don't stand a chance in front of the grand
Nice
jury.
of you to give me up, sweetheart. All that whispering in my ear telling me how we had to get rid of him, how good it could be, all the money we could claim, all that planning, how to get him into the street, how to make it look like an accident.
For God's sake,
you had
Leroy,
all
shut
the
up!
bases covered, baby.
I had nothing to
Do
do
you
with it.
think I'm gonna fry for you,
He's
Lorna?
crazy, man. Shoot
Gas-based weapons were a thing
Shoot
since
it,
World
for
War
God's
One, so it might have been a thing for a while.
It's too late, Sabo.
Hey, Parker, can you confirm this?
What's up?
Do you know when the electric chair became a thing? Because this game keeps bringing up the gas chamber, and we keep thinking that, nah, the electric chair was probably a thing about the 40s.
40s, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but they keep bringing up the fucking gas chamber.
Okay, well, there was a thing or not, but...
Sabo, stop or I will
This would
shoot.
be California.
Yeah, California's kind of picky on stuff, so... I'm surprised if they still use, if they use the gas chamber up to like 55 or something.
That would make sense.
That was.
So what were you saying right before I asked you that?
I have no idea. What did I say?
You said, hey, Dean. And
I
then I,
like
looked,
this one,
and
I
then I
don't
asked you
care.
the thing.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Shoot in the face.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Help me!
You're fine.
Yep, no idea.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Ugh.
Oh well.
Well, that's blood.
It was a good thing, too. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you this.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value.
Couldn't shoot him
You
without
keep
killing him?
digging and asking questions until you get to the truth.
Pretty sure no.
You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. We can get some promotions, I think. Hey, 5.
Yeah. We didn't skip the action sequence.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years.
That's a reference.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Wasn't the case.
Nope.
Because we all know what happened with that war. The Fallen Idol.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
That's quite the coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Guy gave his wife a tab. I said, "Oh, it's fair."
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
You were back in the day. You can tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings.
Okay, so that last case.
Educated, hardworking, straight as
Yeah, that's sort of a really dumb way to commit murder.
Yeah.
I got it. I'll stab him, then throw it and make it look like it was hit and run. Coroners are a thing. No, no way.
You drive.
At least if you brained him with a chair and then threw him into the street.
We got a dead cameraman on our hands.
Though before we start this case, we should probably take our first break of the night because we've been streaming for about 2 hours.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McCaffrey. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. There are stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Alright, we'll be back momentarily.
Take the red carpet, so get out of my lens.
So see you then.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Hello, everyone.
We're back.
I just wanted to bring something up here quickly. This is actually kind of hilarious. You look through Cole's notes here, and he draws every bit of evidence and every person of interest. And when he can't, when he doesn't have an actual picture, he just does that.
Does what?
Scribbles in a random outline with a question mark. Dude takes passion in his work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go check. Let's go check the vehicle. See if we can find anything.
Yep.
Gotta jog all the way down there. Oh boy.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Okay. its license plate. That's not even enough information. U68MTL.
Isn't that a full license plate?
Spaced out the way it is? Not really. Ooh, blood.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Let's check the bag first.
Yeah.
She's a long way from home.
It's a letter from some girl's mom. Underwear? What? Oh, God.
What?
It's been torn.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Ooh, that's fucked up.
Yep.
That is, pretty fucked up there, game. That's Rockstar. What do you expect?
Yep. But you are playing as a fucking detective, so expect to see fucked up crimes.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio.
What?
Is it real?
Why?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women
Well.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Well, running up the hill. Jesus Christ.
Anything else we can find?
That was everything. Just blood on the inside of the vehicle.
Standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Well, here's the driver.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Doping allegation.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped a some Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
You're not a good actress.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Injured female passenger.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
See, it's always good to click lie just to check your evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And with what she's... And you really only have to pay attention to that last statement after you click lie to come up with the evidence. If you don't have the evidence, you can back out and pick a different option.
Yeah.
But we do have proof that
we have
something
the
happened to her.
torn underwear.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
Fake shrunken head.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
She keeps rubbing her neck.
I
doubt that.
Yeah.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Okay.
You mentioned
Who
a
the
Mark
fuck's
Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
She's
He's a
trying
movie producer.
very hard to finger this guy.
As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I don't doubt.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after my lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
No, I'm
Think we're
very
in
much
here.
a heel.
Let's see if
Hell,
we
the
can
Miz
shake out
is
of the
apparently
picture.
going to be playing me one days. Another Booster Gold reference. Yeah, Miz actually wants to play Booster Gold.
I'm
You're behind
cool
the
with that,
wheel.
actually.
Now let's go
where are we going?
interview Jessica.
Yeah, that's the biggest lead we got. It seems way too much like she's trying to...
The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Yeah. And no guy wants to get
Roger.
fingered.
En route.
Well, some might, but...
Some might, but we don't talk about them. Snibbly. No.
Or that's not cool.
That's not cool. I just had to bring someone into this. I'm gonna get called an asshole in the chat in 3, 2...
Snibbly may be crazy, but even he doesn't want to get pinned for a crime he didn't commit.
Not what I was implying, but... It won't open! Oh, this one.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Convenient!
You can't hold me here. No, I don't need to be
Feeling
manhandled
better
by a
since
doctor.
this morning,
I need
Jessica?
my lawyer. A little. Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Okay. Mystic Tales!
Doesn't look like anything.
It's a robot.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Crash incident.